All right, so we want to make a video for you, every awesome person at the Arcanum. We've actually just finished this whole yoga retreat here with the Arcanum team. You guys know me, I'm like pretty zen and chill. I think I might be extra zen right now, so you'll have to forgive me. But we wanted to come to you with like 3 pieces of news that you'll find interesting, and we've got like a surprise at the end, like a super sweet surprise that's gonna blow your mind. So, the first piece of it is I want to talk about financing for the Arcanum. We're about to raise about $3 million, which is really exciting. We have so far, if you know, we're always transparent. You can ask us anything. So far, I've put in personally about $300,000. Pete's put in about $100,000, and we have a friend that's actually here at the retreat with us named Renee Smith. A great photographer. He's actually been on like 3 of our retreats here, and he put in $500,000. So now the next stage is to raise $3 million, because we really want to put some fuel on the fire. You know, we've been, as you know, we've been kind of figuring stuff out as we go along, and you know, we made some mistakes and all this kind of stuff. You know, thanks for rolling with us. But now we're really figuring stuff out, and it's really thanks to all you guys. It's truly a bottom-up organization. Please keep giving us all your feedback, especially on this little surprise that we show you on the end, because we really are building this thing together. All right, so all along the way during this financing, we're about to send this out to some friends and this kind of stuff, and we'll keep you informed all along the way. We feel like we're all doing this together, really. Number 2, Pete is leveling up on our board of directors. He's going to be kind of guiding the future and the strategy of the company over the next year, over the next 5 years. So we're excited about that. He's going to be working on some other projects, probably outside of the Arcanum as well. So that's kind of cool. We'll totally support him all along the way. As part of that, you know, we hired Kingsley a few months ago, and Kingsley is stepping in officially to the CEO role. We're a very flat organization anyway, but one thing that's super exciting is that as we raise this $3 million, now we'll actually be able to hire like a full, like proper team, right? That can actually take this thing to the next level. And you've run you've been on the leadership team of how many companies?
Yeah, run a couple different businesses and been on the leadership team of a couple of others. So this isn't new to me at all. Stepping in and kind of taking the reins over.
Well, we're super excited, and I hope like over the next year to 5 years that you guys get to know Kingsley as well as we do. He's worked with Curtis for over 10 years. I worked with Curtis for over 20 years.
No Vegas.
Yeah. In fact, Curtis was my first boss at Anderson Consulting, and he taught me so many things. He continues to teach me things. We all really learn from each other. So anyway, that's a piece of news. And the third thing is that we are about to release some amazing new software. In secret. We've been working on something totally new, and when you see this, it'll be total mind blowing. Would you say this is like our biggest release ever?
Absolutely. It's we've been working on this thing, 18 months. We rebuilt it early on, but this one we've been working on for about 3 months. The guys have been working night and day, and we had a little reward to have them come join us on this retreat. And we're going to be just finishing up the final testing and releasing it probably early November.
Yeah, so 3 of our developers came out here to New Zealand to join us on this little yoga and photography retreat. And this has been sort of a break for them because they've been busting their ass. And when you see this thing, it'll blow your mind. Well, actually, I'm going to just stop talking about it, and now I'll cut to some screen sharing action, and the sound will change dramatically because I'll be in voiceover mode on my computer. So anyway, please tell me what you think about it. Give us feedback. We're going to probably release this. When do you think it'll come out?
I think early November.
Yeah, early November. That's our target. All right, we might slip a week or so. We just want to make sure it's perfect for you guys. All right, we're perfectionists. What can we say?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Here it is.
Hello, everybody. Let me show you all the new stuff that's happening in the software. It's mind-blowing, and it will really change the way that you interact with the Arcanum and your master. And I'll also explain why there's a picture of an extremely creepy-looking dude on my screen. Not that I need to explain it, but we'll get to that. So, here's the idea, all right? Okay, this is my pretend apprentice here. This is Gene, all right? He seems to be wearing some sort of a wig and it's all stashed up. Well, you might notice something big is up here now called My Journey. All right, what's going on? What's my journey? Well, this is going to be kind of your one-stop shopping for what quests and challenges are you going to work on next. And this is also going to be the way that you communicate with your master to let them know that you have finished your challenges. All right. Now, before I dip in here and show you what these look like on the inside, let me kind of explain this point system. Okay. It's an experience point system, which we are moving to. All right. Depending on the level that you finished and sort of the difficulty of the level, you get a different number of experience points. And then you use the experience points, of course, to level up, right? You can see right now, Gene is level 3. And to get to level 3, he had to get 200 experience points, which he got by accomplishing the first 3 challenges, all right? So effectively, if you're lower than level 20, it's the same as ever before. It just so happens that the number of experience points are what is required to get you to the next level, okay? By the way, this is an early version. This is on our development server. Lots of little changes coming, like, for example, say 200 XP to just 200, things like that, all right? Well, now you say, well, what's the use in doing all that, Business Trey? It was working fine before. Well, here's the idea. That, we have a lot of people up in Sphere 2 right now. Let me show you this. This is our little Sphere 2 page where we talk about different Sphere 2 learning experiences. This is levels 21 to 30. And we call these the focus levels, right? And so we have a lot of masters that are doing these Sphere 2 experiences, all right? And basically what happens is people are leveling up from level 20 to level 30. Well, then the question was, well, what happens then? Do you go to Sphere 3, right? What's our rule at the Arcanum? Is it up or out? Or what if people want to repeat Sphere 2? So we thought, well, why not? If they want to repeat Sphere 2, like let's say they just finished AD's Sphere 2, and they want to dive in and have a little Ron action. They want to ride the Ron stash on Sphere 2. Well, we should let them repeat that. But then how do levels work, right? Do they go level 31, level 32? No, they don't. Basically, what's going to happen is they can repeat it, but they will not get as many experience points as they would if they were moving on to Sphere 3. For example, here is a spreadsheet, which may look very confusing. I will explain it briefly here. So you can see here for Sphere 0, which is effectively levels 1 to 10, this is how many experience points you get. You can see you get a lot of experience points when you finish your first critique and your second critique. All right. Then for levels 11 to 20, or Sphere 1, the experience points you get per challenge doubles. All right. And you see that it continues to double, right? Here, this is the first challenge at Sphere 2, you get 200 experience points. And it just so happens that's how many experience points you need to level up, right? So if you look here, 7,000 experience points, you'll be at level 30, which you will get if you have just done all these challenges. Okay, that's just what it adds up to. Then, if you want to move on to Sphere 3 and do a Sphere 3 experience, that's great. Well, now the experience points are doubled again, right? So if you were to repeat Sphere 2, do these 10 challenges, you would still get experience points, but you'd only be getting them at exactly half the rate that you would otherwise. So at the end of your first Sphere 2 experience, you would be level 30. At the end of your second level 2 or Sphere 2 experience, you'd probably be level 35, for example, right? And you could keep doing it as many times as you want to. And then you could jump up to Sphere 3 and so on and so forth, all right? So that's just a little bit more info. And if you want to read more about some of these Sphere 2 experiences and what's going on, be sure to jump over to this page. I will link to it in this video. This page is currently a little bit buried on the website. Sorry about that. We have a lot of things to do on the website too, move around all the marketing stuff, so on and so forth. Okay, so let's go back in here and talk about the path, all right? So now that Creepy Gene has completed his first 3 challenges, this one is unlocked, okay? And you can see these challenges are locked. I can't go in and see them yet, right? There's a little lock thing. So we're gonna go inside of here. Now once we're inside of here, you can see what are your goals. This is like the old HTML page we had, remember? That thing that I built ages ago? Well, that whole thing goes away now. It's gonna disappear. So you can come in here, you can find out what you have to do at this level, Okay, this is the critique level, okay? Or the critique challenge, let's say. We need to change around all the wording. You get it. Anyway, once you're done with your task, you do check, check, okay? Then all tasks are complete. You can write a few notes in here to your master, notes or down, oh, that's comments by the master. And then you can submit it to your master, all right? Now that you've done those tasks, okay? And now your master every day will get a little daily digest of who's leveling up or who is completing their stuff, right? So now you can see that there's one check mark here, meaning the apprentice has submitted. They are ready to go. So of course this means that you don't have to do any more of that happy horseshit you used to have to do inside the Google Plus communities with the pound, hashtagging, I finished my L1 or whatever. I mean, that was just a mess. Sorry about that. We're doing better. We're learning over time. Now I'm going to pretend to be the master over here. Okay, this is all pretend. But I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to my cohort. Okay, these are organized by level right now. There's going to be another organization that will be like by activity. So people that need attention or whatever, they will just bubble up to the top first. So here's Senor Gino. You can see right here it says review challenge because he's submitted. So I see, oh, he's got some action. Let's zoom in on Senor Gino and see what's going on. By the way, he's not Mexican, he's a Kiwi. And I can see that he's completed this stuff, and I can go check it out, go make sure that he's actually done these things. I can give him a new title, a new sobriquet or whatever. And I say done, level up. Again, this is not going to say level up. It's going to say done, reward 100 experience points or whatever, right? Which will effectively level you up if you're below level 30, right? So I'll say complete. All right, awesome. So here, we go over here. He gets a little message inside the Arcanum. It says, congratulations, your challenge has been marked as complete. Yay. So when we click on this, you see we get this message. So you can just jump over and go to your next challenge. All right. And it opens right up here, challenge number 5. It's worth 200 experience points. And then here we are inside challenge number 5. Again, all of this stuff will be changing a little bit before you actually see it. Now, those extra observant ones of you will notice that there's actually 10 challenges per sphere now. Before, there were actually just 9 because you kind of got a freebie when you leveled up. So this means that I'm going to go through with the team and we're going to insert like 1 extra challenge per sphere. All right. Another question that might come up is, I'm already level 19. Well, don't worry. We're gonna gift you all of your experience points, so you'll still be level 13. All right. We have a little algorithm that'll run through and do that in a batch job. All right. Now, one last thing that you might want to know is for the first 20 challenges, right? Everyone does the same thing. Everyone in the Arcanum does the same thing. The goal is for people to get through those first 20 challenges in about 3 months, right? Kind of know the rituals of the Arcanum and how this stuff kind of works, kind of speeds you along, gets you into the culture. You can make some friends with your cohort, your master, that sort of thing. But then when you're a master at Sphere 2 and above, everyone will not have the same challenges, right? So, for example, Robin Griggs-Wood can go through here and set up her own challenge for challenge number 2 inside Sphere 2, for example, which might be very different than Ron's or Angela's or whatever. So that's really pretty cool also. As long as I've got you in here, captive audience, let me show you this one thing that might have slipped by you. If you do this little drop down, you can click invite a friend, all right, which we would love for you to do. That'd be awesome. What happens is for every friend you invite, if they join, you get a free month, which is kind of cool. So, get 6 friends in and just get 6 free months, just like that. So anyway, just do it. Just invite some friends. Go ahead already. What are you waiting on? Forget about it. No, don't forget about it. Okay, well, I hope you are excited as I am about this new My Journey thing. I think it's just really, really awesome. It's going to change the way I think we all interact with each other and the Arcanum. It's great. If you have any feedback or other ideas, please let us know. Feedback at thearcanum.com. We read everything. Have discussions about it inside your cohort, and it's just going to be great. All right, as long as I got you here, I'll show you one more thing for those of you that are interested in kind of the Arcanum behind-the-scenes fundraising kind of stuff. I thought I'd show you maybe a few slides from our little fundraising deck that we're about to send out. All right. Because some of you guys may not know this stuff, but we're very transparent. You can ask me this stuff anytime. So this is sort of like the overview slide. We have made about $500,000 in revenue, which is great. We are not profitable because we pay Kingsley, Pete, me, and Curtis. We don't take any salary at all. We don't pay ourselves at all. So it's really just Kingsley, and then we also pay our developers that build this kind of stuff for us. All right, and we also pay a few Arcanum volunteers too. So all that together, we're still losing money every month. Okay, we're at about 850 monthly subscribers, raising about $3.5 million. With that, we're going to expand the team, do more product development, and do more customer acquisition. All right. I'll just pop around and show you a few other little random slides here. Here we're kind of explaining what the model is like. You know, there's one master with 20 apprentices, or you can have a master that has many cohorts. And then this is sort of like the little magical thing is some of the apprentices may someday become masters, right? So it's a completely different kind of educational system. Almost every other one is top down, right? This is a bottom up, very organic thing. So it's very exciting. We have some great testimonials, of course. It's nice to have real people with real quotes. I know we're changing lives out there. I saw it on the photo walk. It's amazing. We have all the kind of stuff that these kind of decks are supposed to have, like our go-to-market plan, how we're going to acquire new customers. We have some of our financial stuff here. Kind of see how things are growing very, very nicely. This blue part up here, this is Sphere 2 income, because you pay a one-time fee, which of course we also split with the master 50-50. So all that is trending in the right direction. And this is one of my favorite parts actually here at the very end, because really the Arcanum is all about the people, right? It's not about the tech or money or any of that stuff. It's about people, and we're all kind of creating each other together, which is awesome. So Stefan Bollinger made these incredible things. Look at, he can do anything. They're just like little, kind of like longer testimonials, I think. So we kind of put all this beautiful stuff at the end. Wait, is it this picture that Stuart got? They're amazing. I think that's Isle of Skye. I got to go there. Super jelly Stuart. Anyway, he put himself at the end of that. Nice. With a little self-portrait, too. All right, you guys. I'm going to let you go. I yapped on enough. I hope you're excited about all this stuff. We certainly are. And just let me know if you have any questions, big or small. I got your back. All right. See you later. Bye. So I'm going to come and just and then sit down and say something ridiculous. Testing audio 1, 2, 3.